If you're curious how someone builds an income in just 2 hours a day, you are in exactly the right place. Today, I'm going to walk you through how this digital marketing model actually works, start to finish, so that you can decide for yourself whether it's for you. So I actually discovered the 2-hour work method from a 2-minute Facebook video about the Freedom Formula Blueprint. Late one night, I was doom scrolling. I'm sure you've never done that. But I was looking for ways to make money online because my husband and I work in healthcare. We both hold professional degrees. I'm a pharmacist and he's a PA. And if you've never looked into professional school, it is very expensive. And in today's economy, while we do get paid well, our salaries do not stretch near as far as they would have 10, 15, 20 years ago. And so our student loan payments take up the majority of our paychecks. And it's not like we could have avoided that not coming from super wealthy families that could have just paid for it outright. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I was doom scrolling, found the 2-minute video on Facebook, learned about the Freedom Formula Blueprint. I decided to download it. It was free. Why not? And then I started getting these emails teaching me a little bit more about the blueprint and how to use it. And then I got an email about a webinar that really dove into the details of how it worked. And after watching the replay, it was that webinar that finally convinced me that this system was for me. This was how we were going to get out of student loan debt and be able to finally start living our lives. We've been putting off starting a family. We've been putting off going to see family, spending time with friends, all the things. And probably like you, we feel behind where we thought we would be right now. I mean, for crying out loud, we thought we'd be parents right now. So anyway, let's get into this system. So today we're going to go over the system behind the 2-hour workday. So I'm actually going to walk you through how this system works, what I've learned so far being in this program and starting this digital marketing journey. Okay, so step 1 is to build the system. This is so that part of your business is automated and it does not rely on your time. So what this is a series of emails that go out once a certain something happens. So with your perfect customer, you can have a free guide or something like that, like the Freedom Formula Blueprint. And once they go to grab that, they will put in their email that drops them into this automation, and that will trigger the automation to move forward. And then all of these emails that you have pre-built to help explain things, to get to know them a little bit better, to help them get to know you a little bit better, to build that know, like, and trust. Because today we live in a trust economy and people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. It may be the best product ever, but that's not really what they're paying attention to. It's the people. Do they trust and feel like they know and like that person that they're buying from? So that is where this system comes into play. Now, this doesn't have to be super complicated, but it does have to be able to be automated. So there are plenty of systems out there that do that. The one that I use is system.io. It's system with an E at the end.io. I'll put the link to that in the description if you want to check it out. But that whole system, it actually has my landing page where you can go and grab the Freedom Formula Blueprint. And then it has all the automations already housed in it as well. And so everything is in that one system. And as a bonus, the Legacy Builders program that I joined actually came with this entire system pre-built, y'all, pre-built. So I didn't have to do anything to it. Well, okay, I had to connect my domain and my payment gateways so that I can actually get paid. But that's all I had to do. Everything else was already pre-built. So I didn't have to come up with any emails. I didn't have to build a website, none of that. It was already done for me, which is fabulous because I'm really not that techy. So that was very, very helpful for me. Anyway, so that is step number 1. You want to build the system so that it is there once you are ready to start attracting your perfect customers. And that leads me to step 2, which is to attract, don't chase. Now, This is your marketing, basically. Not even basically, it is your marketing. So this is where your 2-hour workday lives. So you build the system so that you can have a 2-hour workday. That's why we can only work 2 hours a day, which is fabulous because I still have a full-time job as a pharmacist. Now, what this means is this is a specific type of marketing. This is not icky DMing people, asking friends and family for favors, whatnot. No, I don't do that kind of marketing. I hated the idea of that. I have done affiliate marketing. I have done other kinds of marketing. I've never dabbled in actual network marketing because I hated that idea so much. But the whole point of this type of marketing is you are literally just there to relate, teach, and serve your perfect customer so that they find you. It feeds into the algorithm of whatever social media that you're using, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever it is. And you are serving and speaking their language so that your perfect customer feels seen, heard, like you're in their head. And usually that's because it's some version of you and you really are in their head because it's you. So you're creating that content to serve your perfect customer and it attracts them to you because you have a solution for them. Now, I said this is where the 2-hour workday lived. So let me kind of break that down for you. Okay, so here is what the 2-hour workday consists of. And sorry, I ran out of room a little bit there, got a little scrunched up, but you have 1 hour to create content. 3 pieces of content, 3 stories. That's it. All you're doing is creating content that serves your perfect customer. Lets them know that you see them, lets them know that you understand what they're going through and you have a solution for them. You can give them quick tips and teach. That's what I do. I actually teach as I'm learning the digital marketing techniques and whatnot. And it's awesome because I get to learn and earn as I go. Okay, so 1 hour of content creation. So that's coming up with the content, filming the content, editing, and posting. And then 30 minutes of posting ads. Now, these are free ads. And so this is just to get your name out there in a different way for free, which is fabulous. Then you spend 30 minutes answering emails and comments. And that's it. That's the whole 2-hour workday. And the point is that these are the activities that you do that will actually generate income for you. So you get all of your income generating activities done in 2 hours a day. This is what allows you to attract your perfect customer, to get them into your system that will run automatically. And what's great about the system, I did want to say this, maybe if you have 10 customers that reach out, you could handle that, sending them emails, whatnot, making sure they get their freebie, all the things. But if you have 1,000 potential customers coming in, how are you going to handle that? You're not. And that's why you have the automated system. Okay. Okay. Now that leads me to step 3, which is to let the system work. So all you have to do is focus on your income generating activities. Like I said, attract your perfect customer, serve them because you know that this is going to be their solution. And then you get them into your system and then you let the system do its thing. And the system is what does the selling for you. And what's beautiful about that is I've never had to say no. It is a rejection-free business, which is incredible. And that means that your income is not dependent on you personally closing every sale, which, like I said, is great for scaling because you can probably close 10 sales, but 1,000 sales, that's a lot. So this is what the 2-hour workday actually looks like, broken down and how it is made possible. And before I go any further, if this has been helpful so far, starting to make sense, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my other tips. And I wanted to give you a bonus. You can actually batch content to save time. So I actually create my plan for what it is that I'm going to create. And I use AI to help me with that, by the way. So it cuts down on the time and it helps me with my creative bandwidth because it kind of gets the creative juices flowing, but I don't have to pull everything out of thin air. And then once a week, I actually film everything. I just throw on a couple different shirts and I get everything filmed. So that during my actual work days, it actually takes me less than 2 hours because all I have to do at that point is edit and post the videos. That's it. So that's a bonus tip for you. And I do get a common question a lot, and that is this actually real? Or is this just another thing that's going to eat my time and not work? And I will say that is fully answered in our weekly webinar. I will leave the link to the replay in the description. But this program and this system have created over 130 self-made 6-figure and 7-figure earners in just a few years. So yes, this system works. All you have to learn is how to attract your perfect customer. And that's a skill. So yes, it takes practice and it will take some trial and error as you're learning the skill. But once you have that skill, no one can take it away from you. And then you can apply it to other avenues and expand your income even further. So lots of opportunities. Really, really cool. Now, if you want access to the exact blueprint that I just walked through and that I'm building from, go right here to rootsandmargin.com and you can download it for free. I'll also leave this linked in the description, but go to rootsandmargin.com and you can get free access there. So real quick, I'm going to let you screenshot this. Feel free to pause the video, screenshot, get all of the goodie information here. And again, don't forget to go to rootsandmargin.com and I'll see you in the next video.